Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on Prizepicks. Today I got my 3 favorite plays in the NBA and college basketball for Saturday. We're going to absolutely cook because I love every single one of these plays. But first up, do me a big favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Let's try to get to 10 likes in this video. That'd be a great goal to hit. And now let's talk about the most important thing that you guys absolutely have to see from people if you're watching their YouTube videos talking about sports betting picks, and that is results. So right here in the month of March, my analyst dropped in this amazing screenshot saying that a $20 bettor went up $1,600 in the month of March, just tailing his picks. And you guys can lock in all of these picks when you sign up over on the Winnable. There's a free plan, there's a VIP plan. It's all up in there. Make sure you guys are locked in over there. Yesterday, to recap the day, we only went 2 of 1. Unfortunate here. Jaylen Brown came up a little bit short. Now, let's get into how you guys can make $200 in the next 10 minutes. This is a super important segment. Don't just skip past this and get into the picks. $200 in 10 minutes is absolutely necessary. So if you guys are not on OnyxOdds yet, lock in. Use code BAM. When you play your first $10, you get $150. And I tell people about this every single day because this thing is going away when March Madness ends. This is not a forever promo. This is going away very, very soon in the next 3 days or so. So lock in on Onyx when you use code BAM and sign up with your first $10. You get $150. There's no reason not to do this except for you're being lazy because every single one of these purple states is good to go. If you're already on Onyx, go ahead, lock in on Underdog Fantasy. Every single one of these yellow states is good to go. You play your first $5, you get $50 only when you sign up with code BAM. And it has an extra cherry on top to both of those. If you guys sign up with code BAM on Onyx or on Underdog and text me a screenshot at this number, just locked in another guy yesterday on that screenshot deal, you guys get a free month of VIP picks. And if you're already on VIP, I'll just extend your plan for another 30 days. So lock in. You get free VIP, you get $200, and it takes you 10 minutes of work. So get on it. So play number 1, we're going into my favorite game of the day, which is obviously going to be Spurs versus Nuggets. This is a huge game. And if the Nuggets can actually win quite a few games here, it will mean that they might catch the Lakers, especially because they don't have Luka. Now, let's get right into the play. It's going to be Nikola Jokic under 13.5 rebounds. Now, before every single one of you goes, bam, you're an actual idiot. Can you not see that there's 5 green bars there? He's obviously going to go over. Now, if that's your only method of researching picks over on the internet, you might be cooked. You might actually be, low IQ. Genuinely, if you just hit this Prizepicks stats bar and look at the last 5 and just think that's what's going to happen, yeah, that's not what you got to do. So let's talk about exactly why we like Nikola Jokic here on the under. Now, this is an absolutely horrible matchup for Nikola Jokic. Now, he has played decently against the Spurs in the past. And even earlier in March, he did hit this play. But if you look at the long term, 14 plus rebounds is insane, guys. He's only hit this in 48% of games this season. So he's not even hitting it at a profitable rate. And even though he's on a super hot stretch right now, as long as Wemby plays, which we will see, he did just duck the Kawhi Leonard game last night, but we will see. As long as Wemby plays, I do like this one on the under. There are so many ways that Jokic can impact a basketball game without being 14 plus rebounds. Like genuinely, that is the only thing I gotta say about this. And if the Spurs try to intentionally limit him, that's possible. He will find another way to show up on the stat sheet. Just betting one thing on Jokic is insanely hard to do. That's why you got to bet his points, rebounds, and assists, or his points, assists, points, rebounds, or his triple-double. Something like that. If you're just taking his rebounds only, guys, Jokic is one of those players. He could go for 20 assists and 10 rebounds. He could go for 20 rebounds and 5 assists. He could go for 5 points, 20 rebounds, 20 assists. And you guys know all 3 of those are possible stat lines for Nikola Jokic. It's hard to predict exactly. Will he got a lot of rebounds, assists, points? In this case, 14 rebounds, it's too high for him. It's been too high for him for quite a while. We are taking this one on the under. Now, moving into play number 2, we're actually sticking it in the exact same game. We're going to take Julian Champagnie right here, more than 15.5 points, plus rebounds, plus assists. And now, the reason I like Julian Champagnie right here, well, he's been very green recently, hitting this in 4 of the last 5 games. He's not just hitting this, guys. He is smashing this line. 20.8, I guess. Points, rebounds, and assists in his last 5 games. And really, you got to look holistically. You can't just look at the last 5. We just talked about it with Jokic. Zoom out. Look at the entire season. Well, in the head-to-head, he's hit this in 3 straight games up against Denver. And in 2025, he's hitting this at a 64% rate. So a very, very profitable play over here for Julian Champagny. It's one of the more, I would say, undervalued players in the NBA. And it's one of the more undervalued lines over on Prizepicks right now because this is not a good Nuggets defense. People don't realize this about the Nuggets. They think, oh, the Nuggets are a good team. They've surely got a good defense. No, the Nuggets are a bottom 10 defense, guys. Just because they're a title contender does not mean they got a good defense. They are playing some unorthodox basketball. Basically just saying, I'm going to score more than you, and our defense is going to be terrible, and we don't care. They are 20th in points. They are bottom 10 in points. They're bottom 10 in assists. Their rebounds are all right. This play for Julian Champagny, it's taking advantage of that. Now, before we get into our third and final play, which will be the college basketball play, I'm dropping one of my favorite plays, my play of the day, over here on the Winnable for completely free today. So if you guys are not locked in, hit the link in my bio or in the description of this video. It's winnable.com/bam. Lock in for free. And I dropped in a bunch of stuff. Like literally just yesterday, Flex Friday play, dropped on the VIP best bet, better 20% boost. Like there's so much stuff going on over in the Winnable, guys. Lock in over there. Now let's get into play number 3. So go over to the college basketball tab, and we're actually going to take the guy who everybody knows his name now, and that's a pretty big reason why his line is a little too high. It's Braylon Mullins right here. We're taking him less than 15.5 points and rebounds. Now, Mullins hasn't hit this very much. He's hit this in 1 out of the last 5 games. In the last 10 games, he's hit this twice in the last 10 games. And over the entire season, he's hit this in 10 of 31 games. So he's hitting this on the under at a 68% rate. And there's a clear and obvious reason why this line has bumped up. And it's because the whole world saw him make that shot against Duke. And everybody and their mom wants to bet on this guy now because he's hot. No, guys, you think with your brain. Don't just buy into the hype here because there's no reason to. He had a great shot one time. Even with that shot, he still went under in that Duke game. So that's all I got to say about this one. This one is clearly overvalued because of the public. And when that happens in huge moments, Super Bowl, NBA Finals, March Madness Final Four, you can find publicly hyped lines. This is exactly one of them. Hit the under on Braylon Mullins. Those are my 3 favorite plays in the NBA and college basketball, guys. That's all I got for this one. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. And let's make some money on NBA and college basketball Saturday.